Welcome back, guys, to the third video on to getting the glyphs here in Journey. So just finished the second area, so just gonna head on now to the third area, which is where a lot of the I guess the best visual art is for the sand is at, and where the game really starts to get into its more creative side with the cloth creatures that we've got in the game. And also, I should say, there's I don't know, in this area there's a bit more development with the story as you play, other than at the short little cutscenes at each. What are they called again? Meditation spots. There we go. And this is where I say where you have the most fun with the sand too. Even though there's gonna be a lot of these dunes. Oops. Motion control. The controller here. Even though there's a lot of big hills, but it's a lot more fun to slide down. And I'd say once you get the white robes, this is the best area to come play around in, because you can constantly recharge your robe. Well, the scarf on your robe and whatnot. Alright, so this is the first area where there's 4 white, glowing hieroglyphs that you gotta get. So traditionally, when you play through it, you're gonna follow this cloth creature right here that's flying around, which portrays to me as you play through more as a stingray. Or manta ray, whatever. But typically you will follow them. But to get the glyphs, all of them, because they're spread out, you're going to instead cut to the right here. And just follow over the dunes. Now, you don't need to worry about the cloth creature, because it'll follow you, because it needs you to help rescue its rest of its friends. So... it's important to this level. But anyways, we're going to cut to the right here to get the first hieroglyph, because it's the farthest out one. And this is the one tend to be looked over when you're exploring, because it's right here at the beginning. So as you can see, it's way out there in the back. So it's going to be a little bit before we get over there. But as you get over there, as you can see, he's caught up again. There is one of his friends trapped over there that we can rescue. Also, we can get the hieroglyph. I do plan on rescuing the rest of his friends, because it's part of the story here. But it's going to be more of a backwards loop, like I said. But you traditionally follow the cloth manta ray here and get them in the proper order. But we want to get the glyph, so we got to get this one first. Just gonna rescue him there, and just fly up and get that. Then we got 2 of these. Alright, but I'm gonna stay out here and venture in this direction, because I'll come across another set of runes. I think the first ones I'll hit is for... let me think. It's for the hieroglyph wall that you can light up. I think there's 2 in this area. Yeah, I believe there's 2. And they're both here in the sand area. So we're just going to continue over here. I don't know if I'll come across... I usually do. But let's see... yes, down here. This is also as part of a trophy achievement. There's this flower in the sand. You just dance through it a few times, and if you're on PS3 or PS4, it should pop up there with the trophy achievement. And that's actually an Easter egg from one of their other games called Flower, which I absolutely love. It's a very simple game where pretty much you're a flower petal, and you go through each level flying through flowers and collecting more petals to your collective body of petals. until you get to the end, and pretty much as you do that, you bring color and life back to the area. And as you play along through the levels, it really builds on a cool story, which has a deeper meaning to it if you really pay attention to the details. So this way, yep. We got some runes over in this direction. Gonna head over here. And like they said, this is one of the hieroglyph walls that we can activate. Now there is an achievement for this, so that's why I'm also showing it if you really want to get that achievement, but it's just fun little tidbits to get as you play. Now these things aren't too significant to the story because you'll actually see them when you meditate, and actually sometimes they're seen before for a few sections, like that one. You would have seen in one of the past two meditation zones. Just, I don't know, specific names and details. I just love the game. Now there's people who are more hardcore at loving this game than I am. I'm like a mediocre kind of guy. Like, I'm just halfway there, but I never go totally over the top. So I just want to get to the top of this dune, so it gives me a better sight on this. So this might be one of my longer videos for it all. So like I said, usually you just follow the cloth guy and he takes you in a straight line, because if you see down there off in the distance, you can see some rocks, and that's where we actually started getting the first cloth manta ray. But we're gonna come down over here, which brings us to the second wall. And I'm actually going to go now in the proper order of pretty much of appearance of everything. And then go back to get the... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3... Oh, yep, nope. There is 4, okay. I was thinking there's 5 instead, but no, that's not right. Alright, so we got this wall. Tells of tales of ancient past. I'm gonna climb up this dune. Now I think I might have bypassed it, but there should be a bunch of rocks and stuff that we have to release quite a few of these manta ray guys. But I don't know if I passed it or not. Oh yeah, I passed it. I passed it for sure. Let me go back for a moment. I love how they fall in the sand. I just love the shading too. Like, it's just a perfect set of shading for... Okay, yes, I did skip a part, so I'm just gonna go backtrack and get that real quick. Maybe? Alright. Backtracking way too far. Huh. I better follow those guys. They know where they're going. Wish I could fly still. It's one of the only downfalls of a red scarf, because you want to keep flying and then use it up. So pretty much you have to be manageable. Oh, here it is. Wow. It's pretty close, and I'm just bypassed entirely. So you can get this here and be able to release quite a few of them. Yeah, get 4 more. Alright, then we're gonna go back up this dune and head back to those ruins we first saw. This freaking last one. Yeah, there we go. Now if you're landing on the slant of it... Ooh, I'm pressing buttons here. Pressing buttons. If you press the giant D-pad in the middle of your controller, it's well, touchpad I should say, because the D-pad is the 4 arrows. But if, like I was trying to say, if you're flying and you landed here, on the downward slant, you would go with the flow instead of roll. Alright, so we're going to hit up the glyph first. So with the red scarf, we're going to head to this little rock area so we can get to the floaty, the flying around scarves, which later on they kind of seem like fish right now, with the way they're soaring around as if there were a school of fish. Alright, so the third one, no wait, my bad, this is the second one, and it's up here at the top. Then we're gonna go to where these guys are to release, which I think is the last friend of the bunch. Alright. Now, it's not really backtracking, but we gotta go almost straight across in this direction to where the last glyph will be. You can slightly see it way out there, slightly masked with the coloring, is some ruins. Ruins where the last glyph, no, not last, my bad. It's late, getting ahead of myself. Is where the third out of 4 glyphs will be in this area. But this is one of the cooler ones to get here in this section. And alright, so it's already coming. See those shooting stars up there in the air? That second one is actually coming straight for this area we're coming for. And it places the glyph right on top. Well, along with the scarf creatures. Look at that. We'll just try our best to fly up on top. There we go. Alright. Now there is one last one down here. But it's on this tower here in the middle that we have to climb. Ooh, dark and ominous. Ooh. So we come over here. And now if I could glide, it'd make it go a little bit quicker, but gotta walk normally. Alright, so we do have to save 2 more while we're here. But it's pretty simple. They just escaped through there. Nah, I could easily cheat and just jump over there to that cloth creature, but I'm gonna walk around so you can see the adventure. And yeah, okay. It's like, I don't remember doing anything with that guy. Alright, this guy will take us to the top and to our meditation area, and also to the last glyph. So it's gonna be actually right here to the left, right around the side. As long as we stay here on the edge, it's hidden right underneath. It's actually, I would say well, I guess the other ones were pretty simple to get to, but that'd be the simplest because it's just right there. No extra flying or climbing. Alright, we'll just activate this. And hopefully there's enough time left in the recording for you to be able to see the cutscene. And hopefully it doesn't cut out while it's playing. Just keep my finger at the ready, just in case. I was right. It did cut out during the middle of this, so I think I was able to catch it just in time. Maybe not. Right, so I know I could save manually different way, but anyways, that'll be the end of part 3 of this tutorial on getting the glyphs. So I'll have part 4, which will be my favorite section of the game, coming up here in a bit. Thanks, guys.